People are coming and I must run. Now the race is on to get ready for our guests. Have you heard about the chaos going on with BA at the moment?
No.
Oh, well, yesterday, all their flights globally were cancelled. Not a single anything. No bag moves, no plane moves, nothing. IT failure, apparently. Something to do with power supply.
BA?
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, I'm so pleased I didn't book my flight with them.
That's frightening.
I know, isn't it?
Hi!
Hello! I'm just trying to sort out my longboard, the folding, well, they're both folding, but this one, it was too flexible. As I'd sort of carve round, it'd catch this edge here. You can see on this side in particular, on the back side, it's like literally wearing the metal down. So I wanted to stop that. So what I did was I put a little bit of gaffer type tape in here, which just stops it from going quite so far. But what it also means is it won't lock unless you stand on it. Well, I can live with that. See, now it's locked. But what it also means is it doesn't unfold easily, or as easily. See? Which can be a bit of a pain. See, I'm not even, on this surface here, I don't even think I'm going to be able to do it.
It's your little summer house.
It could make a reasonable little office in winter time if I could insulate it.
Oh, is this all from the solar, is it?
2 kilowatt hours of lead acid batteries there, so you can kind of use 1 kilowatt hour out of it. And 250 watt inverter. But this place has got mains anyway, because obviously I can't run a fan heater from 250 watts.
Okay, good balance.
Sunday pub lunch time. Look where you're going. God, look at him. Careful, monkey, it's a big hill here. That's it, very careful. Whoa, you're going so quickly. Careful, chicken. We have to wait for mummy and dad, for mummy. Whoa. You okay? Okay, come here, monkey. Come here. Let me have a look. I've got some elbow pads coming that will stop that. It's okay. It's okay. Brave boy. We're going to get you elbow pads, Jasper, tomorrow. They are. They're literally coming tomorrow. Would you like an ice cream when we've had our lunch? Hurt his elbow. He did not go slowly. He was rocketing along.
You're brave, aren't you?
He's very brave. Gorgeous weather for a walk. But I tell you what, I could really do with a nice cold something now. You were very brave, weren't you?
That's well. Look, Daddy. I said look at Daddy, not blow a raspberry.
Caffeine time! So far this summer is proving to be sunny and full of good food. Are you enjoying this summer? I'll take that as a yes. What kind of ice cream is that? Look at this!
Alina was wondering if he would actually finish the ice cream.
Oh. This is what happens when I let Soph look after Jasper. Have you seen this railing? Jasper, super careful up there, okay? Once I've got home, if you need the car, you can ring me. I'm going to take my camera equipment home where it's safe. Worried about all this water that's falling out of the sky, so I'm going to get back before the clouds open. The road is already damp, which is not really the best. The skateboards, hills. Gonna have to remember to come back this way when it's dry. Almost home now. I just gave Soph a ring and she says everything's fine and they're just sort of trundling along through the field, so they'll be back shortly, I have no doubt, and if she needs me, she can give me a ring and I'll go pick her up in the car, which is our sort of plan B. Right, I think I might go in and make some welcome home coffees for everybody. Seems like a good use of my time. How come you don't have an EV? What is it that was the barrier?
Okay, right now, the big barrier in my situation is I work for a pharmaceutical company and I get a company car. The car leasing agent that we use,
right,
they've not quite caught up with EVs. So I went into my company thinking that I was going to get a Mercedes C-Class hybrid. That's what I wanted. Yeah, ignoring the work thing, if I was using my own money for my own salary and in the next year I may be buying a car off my own accord, would I look at an EV? Yes, I would look at Tesla Model S, quite seriously, because yes, it's a bit out of my price range, but then it's not when you think about how much money you save on the fuel, because I spend maybe 60, 70 pounds a week on diesel at the moment in my, I've got a 320D. Yeah. That's a lot of money saving on a Tesla Model S, so I'd have to kind of use that example to persuade my wife that that was a good way to go.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how much you can get past your wife if you like do a bit of creative, what I like to term man.
Yes. And the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Model 3 was it looks a bit like a 1980s Daewoo.
It reminds me of a Porsche, funnily enough. But
that's it. It's weird how it reminds people of different things. Then.
Yeah. Well, one thing I kind of think about the new front fascia on Teslas generally, actually, is that they look quite different in the flesh to in a 2D image.
So I've been saying we've got the 520D in it. You're driving along and the dashboard, all it's trying to tell me is that it's economical. So you put your foot on the brake and it shows you got a little economy bar at the bottom and it flashes up saying charging battery. So every time you're doing anything, it's trying to charge the battery. Now that doesn't really matter that much because the car's got an alternator on, just having the engine on is charging the battery. Driving along is charging the battery, but it likes to make it hybrid. It's not, no. It's weird that BMW is trying so hard to make their cars seem like EVs when they're not. So as you're driving out, even though I'm pumping out CO2 out the back and it's a diesel, so it's a lot of nasty stuff coming out the back, as you're driving along, I feel like I am Leonardo DiCaprio saving the world because there's a nice blue picture on the screen saying that I'm driving well.
That kind of thing really annoys me, and it particularly annoys me in EVs because if you're driving an EV, you're already miles ahead of everybody else in terms of quote unquote saving the planet. And I think people just go have fun. All these cars, like Tesla does not have a thing which says, well done, the ecology of the planet thanks you with these collection of leaves on your dashboard.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is not famous for being a massive people person, but in this particular case, he knows exactly what people want when it comes to buying a car. And for the most part, they're not buying a car based on the fact that it is going to save some polar bear in 50 years' time. They're buying it for real, hard truth that they're going to feel from the very beginning they get in the car. The speed, the size, the utility, the range, and ultimately the price, although he's struggling with that one, but making headway. We're just discussing range anxiety, which is...
footnote.
Wow, I look like a panda.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want to see the back of your
dude.
Definitely need to have a little bit of aloe on that one later.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be brown by tomorrow. Yeah, so we're talking about range anxiety just like ever so quickly because that is actually one other thing that stops Simon from getting the EV that he knows he needs. Yeah, you need to be able to do at least 120 in winter.
Yeah.
And there is
plus traffic
only two kinds of EV that will do that. There's Teslas and there's the Renault Zoe with a 41 kilowatt hour battery. Yeah. Now, the Renault Zoe will do it with about 10 miles in hand in winter and probably about 40 or 50 miles in hand in summer. The problem that you're going to have there is it's very difficult to cross shop a Renault Zoe with a BMW 3 Series.
And there's an obvious solution to that, and that's, well, there's the Tesla option. But then we've already talked about the financial aspect of that as well. And it's an expensive car compared to the Renault Zoe.
Model S's, Model 3 should do the job though, you see.
Yeah.
Dinner time now, so I'm gonna put the camera away. It was interesting talking to Simon about what holds him back from getting an EV, because I think he's the kind of target customer that once a number of different car brands can hit that and satisfy their objections and everything, then EVs will basically be quote unquote mainstream. And honestly, talking to him, I don't think it's going to be too long before that is the case. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye! When I bought my Nissan Leaf, it actually only cost like £1,000 less than Soph's C-Class Merc.
What would you rather have?
What, the Nissan Leaf?
Okay, I'm talking to the wrong person here.
Once I got the Nissan Leaf, that was the end of me ever wanting to drive Soph's car, which is the reason why we drove the Nissan Leaf to Newquay, Scotland, Wales, Kent,